see how this goes, really. Obviously, it doesn't really make a difference, but if you are watching live, if anyone does come around, hello, welcome. This is going to be different. I normally stream in the afternoons GMT time, but today we're trying an evening stream. And we're going to see how this turns out. If it does better, then I may well turn to streaming in the evening. In the likelihood that it's probably just going to be the same, I might not be streaming so much in the evening. I don't know. It's going to be an interesting thing to figure out as I go along. We are going to very quickly jump into this this first game of the day. One change, Chapman replaces O'Connell. I have gone through the past week since our win over Warsaw. Nothing happening. The only thing that happened was Jake Giddings got a 5 to 6 week hernia injury. So unfortunately we won't be seeing him for a while, not that he was a particularly important player for us. But what we will be doing is getting into this game and hoping we don't lose to bottom of the table. Because yes, Lincoln are bottom. So this could go very wrong and they immediately have a set piece, which is worrying. And back post, I mean, I've said again. How many times have we blocked a chance and it's just bounced straight back to them? And how many times has the first shot on target gone in against us? But we've still got a lot of time left. We can definitely still turn this around, as we do win the ball there. We've gone back to our old centre-back partnership. What a ball! My goodness me! Connor Thomas, what a pass! That's actually one of the best assists that you're going to see. That is a wonderful pass from Connor Thomas. And George Lloyd is in incredible form this season. He is in absolutely spectacular form. Give it back to Thomas. Let him do it again. Considering Lloyd's playing the pressing forward as well, he's not even the advanced forward. Springett's on a run again. We've got a lot of left-footed players. Chapman's cross is blocked. And, whoa! The Lincoln player wasn't holding back then, was he? My word, he was not holding back. Jane to Lloyd. What a 1-2. What a goal. Oh, come on. Those two, the old God, the old connection. Look at that. Every shot's gone in so far. And I'll take that because we've had more shots. Okay, now it goes to every shot on target, but still, it still stands. Because we have a free kick. Hamilton's taking this? He's going to chip it in. George Lloyd's offside. He's clinical, isn't he, George? He's very clinical. I'll give him that much. Can we get to half time? Yes, we can. Okay. Well, yet again, we concede from a set piece in a really silly way, in that we actually did block it. They haven't changed formation, thankfully. A defensive winger and a wide midfielder. I mean, I did it again. I will stop myself from saying that one day. They've turned to inverted winger now. And they've definitely started the second half better. We struggle in second halves. I'm going to give Springett a rest, actually. Blair's a wide midfielder, although he seems to be swiftly going down in overall, which is concerning. Field's throw is terrible, but Thomas is right there. Thomas is massively improved. He only came in because Circum was sort of letting us down. And I think George Lloyd's just caught their keeper out with that one. He lost the ball, he immediately won it back and just let a shot go. I think he's caught him out there. As we concede yet another set piece, but it won't count. And that's the first time I've seen pushing another player discount a goal. So I guess that's good to see. This is actually a highlight, so I'm slightly skipping to the game again. I'm going to go Circum. We're going to bring him on. And we're going to hope. It seems that they're coming at us. Good tackle, though. Lloyd can win headers. They are still very defensive. Is that Liam Bridker? They are still playing very defensive, although they have managed to carve open a gap here. In fact, they're dragging us out of position right now. They're just dragging us out, and we've absolutely just followed them all over the pitch. We've tried to man mark there where we really shouldn't have. And Sarkic absolutely dispatches that one. That was hit with some force. Fair play to him. I'm going to regret going cautious, but we're going to do it. I'm going to regret this. I'm not sure whether this is a highlight because I clicked something or a highlight being actual highlight. I'm slightly worried now. I'm scared now. This might actually be a highlight. But Tozer's there. We really cannot defend. Or this could be an actual highlight. Dodishaw's saved. Hopefully that ends the highlight, please. Or maybe not. Or like, ooh, whoa! I mean, I said ball over the top. That was an aggressive ball over the top. Oh, no. What a tackle, Ben. This is why we've brought Ben Tozer back in. Oh, it's still going. I mean, come on. Thank goodness for that. I was going to do something. I know what it was. How do I tell us to just do it? I want us to just kick it. What does this mean? Nothing about... Oh, okay. Where's just kick it? I mean, we'll use more directors, assuming that means just kick it. Lincoln corner in the 95th minute. We've got it away, kind of. And Lloyd's got there. Just run, George. Just go. I mean, Sarkic is back there. That's the striker. But they seem to have more there. Long it goes. That'll do. Oh, no, no, no. I mean, he's offside, but that was a wild miss. I still don't know why Dodu's having such problems in the league. And yet in the Cups, he's scoring almost everything. Oh, you're kidding me. It's offside. Wow. What a terrible mistake that was. And we get away with it. Wow. Okay. Oh wow, here we go. Here we go. The bantering's in already. In for the bantering. Have that, it was offside. I like how I only moved up one place, though. It couldn't be kind to me. Ah, that's why. Yeah, no. They're bottom, and even I beat them. So I'm going to say they're not good. Gotta love press conferences where they ask you pretty much the same question over and over again. And now we get a nice little televised game at Oxford. Yay. We're on the telly. That's cool. Just popping by anyway. I will... Wow, harsh. I will blow up your Minecraft world. Have that. Yep. That's what I was going for. Oh, yes, Lance. Lance is 17. I almost said of age. Oh, no. That sounded bad. Can you stop getting worse? Like, be better, please. Why is he bad? Let me give him first touch. Is that allowed? Maybe not. This is where I'm final third. Sure, that works. I should probably check if he's actually got a proper contract. So I don't want to lose Peter Crouch V2. I'm assuming that's a contract. Yeah, he is. Okay. We're fine. Well, at least we don't have 7 days to wait until the next game. At least it's only 6 this time. We're improving. Oh, I literally don't care. He's going at the end of the season, so I'm not too concerned about him. I'm just surprised we've actually got any loan spells for anybody. I'm thinking that we're probably not going to get a result against Oxford, considering they're third. And I think they are one of the better sides in League One. We look at the preview. It's 7th. We're supposed to be 23rd, and we're currently 12th. Swindon are 22nd, Accrington are 20th, and Bolton are 17th. So we're all kind of surviving. Sorry, Swindon, you're not, but we're doing okay. We're hanging around. We're beating the teams we need to beat. And it's just doing enough for us. That's how we're going to go about this. Just get enough results. We don't need a load of results, we just need a few. And I've just noticed we have the joys of the EFL trophy in midweek after the Oxford game. Yay! I love the EFL trophy. Though if we can win that game, we'll be through. So maybe we try. I don't know. Or we'd be through if we won in 90 minutes. So maybe we do actually try. I'm getting the idea that I'm doomed to concede set pieces for the rest of time. So I'm just kind of accepting it, and I'm just going to play the we're going to score more goals than you card. I'm going to play the Leeds. We're going to be Leeds of League One. Just not really defending. I'm just going to try and score more goals than the other team, which in principle should win you a lot of games. Clean sheets, we don't need them. Especially not when we're scoring 3 a game. I should probably look where George Lloyd is in regards to top scorer, because he's got to be up there. As Lloyd gets in the team of the week, unsurprisingly. He's actually top scorer by a surprisingly wide margin. 9 goals in 9 games for George Lloyd. That is spectacular. I mean, he's having a season right now. There's nobody looking at him. He's took his info. He's got a relegation release clause, but not a promotion one. Or not a promotion one. Not a higher division release clause. Thank goodness. Because we could do with, like, not losing him at any point, please. Funny that we've reverted back to some of our other players from the League 2 season, and we've started winning games. So I still think Ethan Hamilton is a hugely important player. He's been rock solid since he got here. Thank goodness. Because if he hadn't have been good, we might have been in some trouble. I'm still intrigued, though, to the point of if we're still doing well in kind of November time or December, are some other League One teams or potentially some Championship teams going to be interested in offering me an interview? They are fluid counter-attack. That's interesting. I thought they'd be more of a possession team, but I guess I'm making assumptions. I'm making assumptions and say after we play control possession and we're a team that's just come up. I don't know why I'm assuming things against other teams, but there we go. He wants to play Matty Blair at right back. Strategies be different. More press conferences! Yay! Ah, yes, Ian Holloway's Oxford manager. I'm going to have a go at him. I want to make a rivalry with him. No comment to that. I'm not gonna throw a team under the bus for relegation, but we're gonna call Ian Holloway a dinosaur. See how he responds to that. Yeah, Ian, you're a dinosaur. I want to see what he said. Ah, he doesn't pay any attention to me. Ah, I'm heartbroken. Sad times. My dreams are crushed. I'm ignored by Ian Holloway. No. I'm very sad now. Well, here we go with our first big outing on the telly. More mum on the telly. Defensive. That seems a little bit too harsh. I'm gonna trust Will. I mean, Ben's been playing amazing, to be fair to him. I'm gonna give him a little sit down though. He can't be doing everything. I'm sure I said Hamilton has hit 5 yellows and yet he doesn't have a suspension. For which I'm confused. Let's keep our run going. Oh, hello. I thought they wanted us to play exciting football. It's all about balance. We're the leading scorers in the league. Oh my goodness me. Okay. Look at this. We haven't seen this very often. The little TV graphic. We made it. We've made it. Us in 12th, them in 3rd. Ignore the fact they're 3rd. That's scary. I like it. How long until Oxford score? Probably this corner. No, apparently we defended a corner. Now we're coming forward. We missed horrendously. Cool. I mean positive start, as in, by positive, I mean we're not losing. Although now they have a corner. Back post. No, Turner actually claims it. There you go. And then that's a great throw. Chapman down the wing. He skipped a challenge. Ellis Chapman. Yeah. Probably should have squared that. But, you know. We're not being completely dominated, I guess, is the positive we can take from this. Can I demand more without you hating me? The answer was no. Nobody responded except Tom Field, who didn't like it. Cool. If we were going to pick a time to get our first draw of the season, this would be my choice. And we've actually not conceded by half time. We've got to half time in a game having not conceded. Actually, we tend to do that. We tend to mess it up in the second half. We run out of energy. I do need to give Ethan Hamilton a rest. But we've got an EFL trophy game coming up, and that's where I'm going to give it him. That's where I'm going to let him have a nice little sleep or whatever. He can just have a sit down. This doesn't look good, does it? And they had so many players over there. Brannigan fires into the side netting from range. That was a speculative effort. I'm going to make this change again. Straight away, first change to just create something different. Blair's back to 3-star again. I know it's to do with form, but I can't say that Blair's done anything particularly magical, so I don't know where this form's come from. The problem is I don't want to take Hamilton off because he is playing so well. Though of everyone, apparently George Lloyd's having a bit of a struggle. Do we tell Dodu to go run around a little bit? See what Dodu can do as the pressing forward. This is where having Armstrong on the bench would have been very useful. This might have been a good game for Armstrong, actually. But they seem to have pinned 3 up front here. If Raglan can find a bit of space. Ooh, the tackle came in on Hamilton. That was nervy for a moment. Hamilton did well to get it off when he did, but not that one, though. That pass may have been a little bit tired. And we might be in some trouble now. That may have been a very tired pass. Smith blocks it. It doesn't matter. And yet again, we concede a goal where we block a pass. Or we block the ball in some kind of way, and it still ends up in the back of our net. Which is just annoying. I don't get what we're supposed to do in those situations. Like, we block it, and it just comes back at us anyway. So it looks like we are going to slip to defeat to Oxford, but it's taken them 80 minutes for the breakthrough. And if Janney can slide Dodu, it's too late. Dodu scores, but he's offside. Again, blatantly offside. Pass was played way too late. Yeah, we're gonna jump into the just gonna extremely direct, just send everything at everything and hope. Only 3. You see, we only get 3 minutes. Hang on. Why do we only get 3? Everyone else gets like 6. I'm questioning that. Blair's going through. He might have found Dodu. No, but we push forward and Janney's offside. Oh, 2 late goals and they're both offsides. They both were blatantly off as well. That's sad. I mean, we've played okay. It was always going to be a very difficult game. And again, it's a ball that we block either a shot or a pass, and it just deflects straight back to them. I'm going to call them lucky. They weren't lucky at all, but I'm going to do it anyway. He didn't miss a late gilt-edged chance. He scored it. He was offside. I would like to remind you, he didn't miss. Total anomaly. Unlucky. The fact that they're top of the league, you know, ignore that. Ignore the fact that they're top of the league. I'm just trying to rile up Ian Holloway. It's not working. He's completely ignored me so far, unfortunately. I have given it a go, and he has completely ignored me. But again, we get to take our minds off things a little bit. Here we go. Now we've riled him up. We're going to keep that going. We're going to have a rivalry with Ian Holloway for reasons, because why not? But they talked to us about how our defence is terrible, about how we've scored the most goals in the league. And then, of course, we lose 1-0. Of course we do. How are the board actually upset with that result? Like, come on. Springett has developed to play short, simple passes. Pretty good. And he's actually won Young Player of the Month off of 1 performance. And it was Goal of the Month. His first strike against Warsaw wins Goal of the Month. Quite the introduction there, Tony. Not bad. Now we could drop as far as about 17th after the fixtures today. Shouldn't happen, but it could. And our next league game is Shrewsbury, who it would appear are also third. They just came down, so this gets easier. Yeah, man, this is great. That's the definition of this is not fine. This is the definition of really bad, please help. So we're just going to look at the EFL trophy and we're just going to go, yeah, you're a nice distraction. Please make us stop thinking about the pain we're about to go through in the league. Hey, your under-18s won. Well done, lads. They're starting to improve, which is good. We're getting small improvements from them. Although everyone seems to be going down in their abilities, which is frustrating. Rather, they were getting better. How's the Premier League getting on? How's Tuchel getting on in his first game? 0-0. Football. Actually, I don't know. Watch the game. Ooh, that's not a lot of shots. And Burnley have equalised against Villa. Ben Mee with a goal. We have dropped to 14th with that. And again, we're only 3 points ahead of relegation. The league is just a tad bit close. It's just a little bit of a close league. I could really do with just 4 teams that just are terrible and like don't pick up any points, please. That'd be really nice of you. But no, you decided everyone's going to be really even. It's going to be a really close league and we're going to make you stress. Plymouth are doing very well in League 2, as expected. They are currently 3rd. We sneaked past them in the League Cup, 2nd round. Just about got by them. And now we get to play them again, and hopefully we actually do a little bit better and actually beat them in 90 minutes this time. That'd be really kind if you want to do that. If you want to just let us win, just so I can actually get out the group stage of this competition for literally the first time. Oh, it gets worse. Shrewsbury are now top. Lovely. It just got worse. Thank you. And then Preston afterwards. Oh no. Just, oh no. All of the no. Was that a contestant that he played quite well against us the first time, didn't he, in the League Cup? He was pretty active in that game. little side note, if anyone is viewing right now, let me know in the chat, because I always get confused with this whole thing with viewers and then users, because there's 2 users there, but then it says 1 viewer, but then it seems like nobody's viewing. Do let me know if you're actually watching, because my confusion is high. I've been doing this for 2.5 weeks and I still don't understand it. I mean, they're great players and all, but probably none of them are going to play in this one. And I mentioned it earlier, that if I could do well enough with Cheltenham this season, that partway through, we could potentially look at moving. Because I'm not fully against that. Like, I haven't built this Cheltenham team completely my way. It's certainly not my Cheltenham team. There's still quite a few names here that were here from the start. So I'm certainly not opposed to moving club and trying to build with somebody else. I would want it to be League One at lowest. I'm not going to go backwards. It'd have to be a pretty... If it was going to be a League One team, it would have to be a pretty good situation. Because, obviously, we've got a reasonable amount of money. We used a good amount in building the team for this season. But there are certainly League One teams with bigger budgets than we have. So if one happens to be having a bad start, like Huddersfield, like I don't think I'd turn down Huddersfield. Because that just is a bigger club than Cheltenham. I don't feel amazing saying that, sorry Cheltenham fans, but Huddersfield is certainly a bigger club. As we get to have some fun in the EFL Trophy. Well, first off, we actually won a game in this thing. Which is big shock number 1. Oh dear. Hosanna is really not very good anymore, is he? That's definitely my fault. I'm sorry. I'll try Smith and Taft, why not? Everyone's getting worse. I don't like this. I don't like how much worse everyone's getting. Like, can we at least improve a little bit, please? Should probably put Hackney there, to be honest. Am I just going to play 2 centre mids? I think I am. Which feels weird. I like how I'm saying I want to win, you know, I want to get through and all this stuff, and then I drop literally everybody and just field an entirely different team. Like, there's my logic for you, if you ever needed to see a summary of my logic. Welcome to it, because here it is. Hang on. No, we're not playing cautious. Even though we probably should, because these players are worse than theirs. We know that we're still going to have a chance when we go up against the Chelsea under-23s anyway. But they seem to be playing Callum Hudson-Odoi, which is ridiculous. I don't know why he's playing in this competition, but there you go. Let's see how we get on. Go on the backups who have absolutely no match fitness whatsoever. And they're playing a 4-4-2, so that's not fun. We tend to struggle against just being matched man for man. We prefer probably 5 at the back formations. We tend to do quite well against them, as the left mid position curse strikes again, and O'Connell's picked up a damaged heel. And now he's done. Right. Cool. Great start, everyone. Love that. Come on. I don't know what it is with my left midfield spot. The game just loves injuring anyone who goes there. Walsall have taken the lead against Chelsea. We've motivated a few players, which is good. I'm going to demand more. I'm going to see what happens there. Not a lot. Seemingly nothing happened. Really not a lot has happened here. Walsall are 2-0 up. So it looks like they're going to pick up 3 points. In which case it would go down to the final game if we were to draw. Oh, we're not going to make a change yet. Change of heart. We're not going to do it yet. Oh, chance. I mean, we've just let that ball roll past us there, haven't we? That's offside. How is that not offside? Hang on. How was Numb not offside? Did anyone see where he was stood? Holy moly. Okay. We're taking the mick now. Chris Clements. Hello. This man's not even registered. I think Flinders played the first game in this. Chelsea under-23s have scored, which makes things a little bit more interesting. And now the weirdest of changes. Here comes Graham Cooper, everybody. Hosanna's having an absolutely terrible game. Imagine if we score here. Clements, Matty Blair, we actually have scored. What is this team? What is this? What is this absolute bunch of players? Oh, Plymouth are going to equalise in the 93rd, or 92nd, probably, actually. Oh, we've not got there. Ooh, Will Smith gets it away on the counter. We've got a 3v4. Sercombe just needs to play it through. What is he doing? That's offside. Graham Cooper actually scores. We are getting a lot of offside goals. But we've actually won. Like, you look at the players on that pitch and you tell me how we've just won. That is entertainment factor for you. That's slightly ridiculous factor. I mean, look at Manchester United under-23s. They just won 7-0. Why are they here? Newcastle just won 6-0. Walsall ended up winning 4-2. O'Connell's injury actually isn't too bad. And we have indeed qualified. So there you go. I think that's a first. I genuinely believe that that's the first time I've ever qualified out of the EFL Trophy group stage. Cheers to that, everyone. I said everyone, more anyone who happens to see this, which is probably no one. And now we get brought back down to earth and reminded, oh yeah, League One's hard. Top of the table, Shrewsbury, everyone. Oh dear. I was hoping that would actually, in a weird way, I was hoping that game would test Vigor a little bit, just to get an idea of whether he could actually be the first team goalkeeper and displace Turner. Plymouth had one shot on target. I can't believe that actually kept a clean sheet as well. Taft and Smith keep a clean sheet. Maybe that's the strategy. Maybe it's Taft and Smith. I'd be extremely surprised if it was those two. I'm almost tempted that when a team plays a two-striker formation to actually play both defenders on cover. But then we're also giving a lot of room for them just to fire a shot off. Wait. Yeah, he's been employed as a striker. I've just said I'm not going to loan you anyone else, and he did not care. That man did not give a flip. He wanted none of that. Tiki-taka. Does Shrewsbury even know what that means? Does Paul Cook even know what that means? So apparently we're quiet and leaky, and they're quiet and impenetrable. That's not sounding like a good combo. And then we get another week break again. So many massive gaps in the season because of how early we started. I don't really understand why we started this early, to be honest. This is just too early. Why did you start a season in July? Because I can't imagine that we're stopping for the World Cup. Like, that feels odd if we were to do that. No, we don't. I didn't think we would. It looks like fixtures do pick up a little bit after this week break after the Shrewsbury game, though. We are to the Shrewsbury game, and I'm not feeling good about this one, I'll be fair. That was another televised game. I thought that was quick. Another Premier League update. Brighton Fulham starting at 7:30, which is just weird. Villa have retaken the lead against Burnley. Jack Grealish. Not surprised. Although I feel like he hasn't scored for a little while. And then Chelsea Wolves still goalless in Tuchel's first game. Under 18s are back. Under 18s are back to normal, everyone. Because Blackpool beat Sunderland. Okay. I don't know why I'm looking at the top of the table and seeing their results and thinking, oh, that's interesting. Like, we're not. We're not going to be there. What am I doing? I mean, is Kalala really back on the bench? Is this happening? No, probably not, actually. Not really. So I can do that. We can sneak Armstrong onto the bench, which is good. Hosanna is just not good. He can play against Chelsea in the 23s, but that's about it. We'll give Blair the game because he did. What's the word? He did score. Score, that's the word. That really, really common word that I just completely blanked on. As Thomas goes back in his box-to-box role. That could have been weird. That sounded like I put him back in his box. Hamilton back on ball winning. Also, we put Turner back in goal. Nearly forgot. I think, in a weird turn of events, I think we're going to play Taft and Smith. I mean, I know it was only Plymouth, but it was a clean sheet. It's still a clean sheet, you know. Freestone gets to go on the bench. Weird things are happening here. Maybe not. I do need another centre mid. We're very forward-thinking on the bench. But it is unlikely that you're going to be making changes at the back. So sort of just having one defender there is alright. Granted, if we get a fullback injury. But then we do have Blair on the pitch, so if it happens to be long, we're okay. The only problem is if Field gets hurt. I think Hosanna may be someone we look to move on pretty quickly. Although we get them 2 pretty quick yellow cards. Although, here we go, the dreaded free kick, and it's an own goal. I mean, I've said I mean again, but like, what is that? Oh dear. This could be extremely one-sided. Look how many players... It's fallen to them again! Come on! Give me a break. We're only 15 minutes in and everything is bouncing to them. Please help. Good header by Hamilton. You never know, this could be a chance. Come on, Jane. Oh, what a block. And it does fall to us, but nowhere near the goal. And they're able to get it clear, and Hamilton has gone barreling forward for absolutely no reason. I mean, he's won it back. Oh, this could be... I mean, strap yourselves in. if you're watching this afterwards or anything, strap yourselves in. This could be a long one, as Jane misses a one-on-one. This could be a long game. And what will we do with the corner? Oh, have their keeper to have a slight moment is what we'll have. He's not had the best of times there, the goalkeeper. Next try, doesn't beat the front post. Cool. And Blair with a nice challenge. To stop any counter. I know we're 1-0 down, but can we just sim a little bit? Nope, we have a corner. I'm assuming this is going to get headed away. Nope, it's headed into the back of the net by Ethan Hamilton. His height's pretty useful. His second goal of the season, scored on his debut against Wigan, and now immediately the other way. I mean, this is stupid, isn't it? We had 3 people. He was stood in the middle of 3 Cheltenham shirts, and he won that header. How? How tall is he? Hamilton gets another one. This game's going to be silly, isn't it? This is going to be silly. Smith and Taft is not it. Just to clarify, they are not it. Lloyd has apparently suffered a bruised shin. He hasn't lost any energy, so not going to do anything about that right now. Hamilton wins his header. That's a good ball to Chapman if he can skip a challenge here. Penalty. I mean, Hamilton is... Hamilton's on a hat-trick. Do we do it? I suppose he's on a hat-trick. Why not? Ethan Hamilton has a hat-trick. Did not expect to be saying that one. And we are shockingly 3-2 up. I say shockingly, we seem to have been 3-2 up in the past 4 league games or something. Well, 3 league games. None quite like this, though. You're capable of better. The defenders are having shockers. Turner with an early save, and now Shrewsbury are coming again. Although Smith heads half away, that's going to get struck. Good block. Doesn't matter. As yet again we make a block and it's just coming straight back at us again. What a ball. Yeah, this is in. Oh my word. What a ridiculous match we're going through, huh? What an absolutely ridiculous game this is. Back and forth. As we get another highlight. This doesn't look like it's going to end well. It will end well. It's 4-3. Oh my goodness me. Sekou Jane with the composure. I mean, the crowd are getting their money's worth. And we have entered League One with, I mean, a wild attitude, apparently. To which we have just said we are going to walk in and we are going to just cause explosions. We have decided that we are not playing defensive football. We are just going to stand here and outscore you. If we could make it 5, that would be lovely. Why in my head do I highly doubt this is going to be 5? I mean, it was our chance. I said it again. I've said it twice in the past, 30 seconds. Say it was our highlight. It might actually not have been. Though we do have the ball back. I can see us doing something silly here. And there it is. It's Spring It giving it away to their winger. And now we're in trouble. Oh, we are in trouble. Oh, my word. Freddie Ladapo just unleashes one. We even closed him down. Come on. I hope this is just a highlight because I was making a change. If this is them making it 5-4, this might be them making it 5-4. It's not. Long gets it away. What a crazy game this has been. There's gonna be a winner, isn't there? There is going to be a winner in this game. I will bring Chapman off, but I don't have anybody to replace him with. I guess Dodu's coming on. You never know. The thing is, we would happily take a point, but the 5th goal is coming. Smith hacks away. Someone's getting a 5th. What is Chapman doing? Hamilton did well there under a lot of pressure. Lloyd with a good header. And Thomas with a good pass. Please, Tony, don't give it away again. Well done. Just send it, Sean. None of this looks good. They have pressed everything. However, they've given us the ball. Spring it. Hamilton. Can we win it? Long. We can! It's Joe Dodu. What an absolutely ridiculous game of football. What an absolutely insane game of football. And this still isn't really over. There's still at least 4 minutes to go. This has been absolutely ridiculous. Absolute scenes of a match. I'm readily willing to accept that Shrewsbury are going to equalise in like the 95th. '94th, I was close. 5-all. And their last 2 goals have been absolute goal of the year contenders. What a match. You're not going to see many of those happen. 5-5. That was ridiculous. We should have had so much more. 94th minute. Oh, here we go. This is what I meant. And it is actually starting to happen. We've been linked with Bristol Rovers, who are currently bottom. I don't know why I just clicked that to then click back again. I don't think I will go to Bristol Rovers, to be honest. There's been no contact, and I doubt it. I'm not really looking at Bristol Rovers. But I did think that would start to happen. And we've certainly brought entertainment to League One. We've brought an entertainment factor to it. It's good to see Dodu actually get a league goal. They have been few and far between. So I'm glad he managed to get one. We have had we have had our first job link. So we're obviously doing something right. Yeah, so Tisdale's been sacked. I've kind of dismissed any link with the job. I'm not looking at it. If they happen to offer me an interview, I'll look into it more. But I've probably scared them off a little bit. I've had it before where I've said I don't want the job. I've said it before where I've not even attended the interview that they've offered, and then I've been offered the job before. That was a weird one. It was in Poland, I think. I was at a club called Bytovia in, I think it was FM17 or 18? And got a job offer from Krakow. Despite the fact that I said I didn't want the job, and I also rejected the interview. Ethan Hamilton, obviously into the team of the week for his slightly unexpected hat-trick. Had one goal before that. I think I need to. I would say I think I need to sit down, but I'm already sat down. I need something after that game. But like, quite how in a game we've scored 5 goals, George Lloyd hasn't scored. I'm actually almost more impressed by that than the fact that we scored 5. So let's remember, never do that back pair. Never do Taft and Smith. I thought it would maybe work after the Plymouth game. No, it does not work. That's good to know. And now we get the struggles of another relegated team in Preston. We're doing really well in the cup. Our under-18s are doing really well there. 1-0 win over Ebbsfleet. Lance Kenyon scores again. Peter Crouch, V2. Might as well call him Lance Crouch. In fact, that might be an idea. My word. I also can't believe that I called that it was going to be 5-5. As soon as we made it 5-4 in the 91st minute, it was blindingly obvious that Shrewsbury were going to score. I just didn't expect it to be a 35-yard blitzer free kick. It was like Tom Field's goal, and funnily enough, that was also really late on in the game. Although we were already 1-0 up in that one at the time. It was the very first game of the season against Wigan. A couple of streams ago. But that was an absolute 35-yard screamer of a free kick in about the 95th minute. So there's now been 2 of them. Bolton at 12th. Hey, well done, Bolton. Good job. You're doing good. I feel like Bristol Rovers is a club that probably wouldn't have interviewed us anyway. I don't know why. I just get the idea that they wouldn't have chosen me anyway. Hang on, what was that? Ow. Nothing really. I feel like under 18 should be winning against Telford. I don't know why it says Telford versus Cheltenham and then it says home. Is that not the wrong way round? They're not even playing Kenyon. What if I actually fully go into this? Like, who's better out of Birchall and O'Keefe? I feel like O'Keefe's better. He is, by like a tiny bit. And then I don't really know who my right backs are, to be completely honest. Ryan Bland is certainly a right back. It's playing the 2 new centre backs. Hopkinson's fine. Cunningham, Lynch, Monroe, Madison, Edwards, Suka. I'm not against that, actually. Kenyon should absolutely be on the bench, though. Like, come on now. So should Fogarty. Oh yeah, we got Walton, haven't we? And then Backman is a left mid in training, I think. Morgan is also a left mid in training. Yeah. And then Walton's a left mid in training as well. No, he's a left back. Thompson, Brown and Thompson are injured. Good to know they're keeping each other company on the injury table. Yeah, we'll go with that team. We'll let Suka and the other guy have a go. I've forgotten the other guy's name already. That's not good. I feel like Kempster hasn't played a whole lot this year, which is unfortunate for him. Another player, well, a player that actually I didn't sign. That was the director of football signed him. So we're back to I'm not expecting a result in this game. With it being Preston and all. Pretty big team. You see, this is the kind of team I would leave Cheltenham for. Like a team that's come down, that maybe isn't doing quite what it's supposed to be doing right now. Bristol Rovers are just a little bit too far off doing what they should be right now, to the point where I'm thinking there's something majorly wrong, and I'm not sure I want to jump into that. Of course, it could go horribly wrong at Cheltenham, and I horribly regret that decision. I guess that's kind of the point. The FA Cup draw is going to come up very soon. Because that's the final qualifying round that's happening today. And they win 3-1. Look at that. I select the team. And funnily enough, the guy I completely forgot his name is the one who scores 2 goals. And Kenyon comes off the bench and scores. So, you're welcome. I should be managing the under-18s, apparently. It's good to know. I'm managing the wrong team. Shall we swap roles? Oh, dear. It's going well. Preston away. This defensive partnership shall never be spoken of or ever happen again. Or it might at some point by accident. By hook or by crook, it may happen again. I do need to give Hamilton a rest at some point, but I don't know where to do it. Because he's been playing so well for us that I kind of don't want to do it. But these two were good together last year. Actually, they didn't play together last year, but now apparently they're good together? What? I don't know how that works, but alright. Apparently they're good together. Raglan and Smith are not. Blair and Long get along. Chapman and Field don't. I don't know. Sure. This will be fine. It will be fine. It's all fine. Maybe we'll try Smith and Raglan the other way around. And I'm not just saying that because I realised that I've put them in the wrong way around. We might as well try this. You never know. I mean, Smith was playing cover last game when we conceded 5. But you know. Fine. This is fine. No problems. As they already look to tear us apart, Raglan does well. Janet with the flick on. Go on, George. You've got the speed. He has got the speed. Good save. Declan Rudd, I think. Lloyd's not the fastest man in the world, but he's got enough pace. That's an awful corner. But, good start. I swear if you get a free kick within your 6-yard box, you're allowed to take it on the line of the 6-yard box. You don't have to take it inside that space. That just looks weird. Blair to Long, that is a tight space. That is not where we want the ball, lads. We've done well. My word, we did well to even get out of that, to be honest. Rudd's trying to play it with his feet. And he did, to be fair to him. And we're both just giving the ball to each other. And now Preston are in. And penalty. No, he's just going to absolutely walk around Raglan. Charlie, better than that, please, mate. You're a good player. Don't be doing that to me. And that's... I was saying that was 1-0 because Long was nowhere near him. That's a bad header from Maguire. That's a good player right there. And that was just a bad header. I don't think Demand Moore's going to go down well. But then again, it also seems that absolutely no response. And it's a corner. We all know what happens with corners. Well, that one actually didn't go in. There we go. Bauer, is he the former Stoke fullback? Was he a Stoke fullback? Yeah, Patrick Bauer. Huh. The fact that we're even vaguely still in this is good. Lloyd picks the ball up somehow. Jane, run! No. We're trying different things, I guess. And Rudd's just got an assist. Oh, Liam Sercombe, what a tackle! Why is Liam Sercombe having to make that tackle, though? Where's the defence? There we go, Smith with a header away. Lloyd got there. Just run, George. There you go, look at that, just run. Oh. Uh-oh, pressure. Thank you for cutting away. Oh, don't look at the stats. Don't look at the stats, just look at the scoreline. It is 0-0. It's 0-0. Just look at the scoreline, don't look at the stats. Look away from the stats, there is nothing there. Can we commit absolute robbery? And that, kids, is why you don't play out from the back when your players are not very good. As their striker's on pressing forward, and he just did that to us. So, yeah. Whoops. Whoopsie. Slight mistake. That was coming. It was going to happen at some point. I mean, the goal was on its way anyway, but like that is just painful. We're going to tell them to get stuck in. Just kick them. Just kick them and kick them hard, please. Kick them and kick them so they don't get up. This might be 2. How has Chapman not blocked that? He stood on top of him. Offside? Nope. Oh dear. Pull back. Good block. Post. I don't know how many times we have to block the ball. Game, come on, give me a break. Like I wanted to bring Dodu on for O'Connell. Like, that seems a little bit harsh. Seems a bit harsh on O'Connell. He's not that bad. One ball over the top. What is Turner doing? It's disallowed, but why did he just lie down? He was like, here, chip me, please, lob me. Can we pull off highway robbery? I mean, the fact that this is only 1. I don't know how we've got away with this only being 1. And it was off of a massive mistake by ourselves. We seem to be able to either score goals and not defend at all, or be able to defend but then not score goals at all. I would rather we were scoring goals, because you cannot win if you don't score a goal. Maybe I do take the Bristol Rovers job. Maybe we look at it. Then again, they're doing pretty badly at the moment. The 93rd minute equaliser just rescued them a point. Else there'd be 5 points adrift. Pretty important game against Bolton. It's always an important game when you're playing a team that's come up with you. And we're around each other in the table as well. So, makes it a little bit more important. And it's at home. So that makes it even slightly more important. I think I titled this pretty well. We are consistently inconsistent right now. Real Madrid chase Havertz. Imagine that headline in real life right now. Speaking of, Chelsea 0, Wolves 0. Great start for Thomas Tuchel. In a game where literally nothing happened. At least for Frank Lampard, things happened. And Burnley won. Hang on. I looked at that, Villa were winning. McNeil and Woods. That's, alright. That's a bad one for Villa. They shouldn't really be losing that. They should not be losing that one for where they are in the table. Granted, like, it's still Villa, but... that is not a good one on their part. Also, Brighton 0, Fulham 0. I think that's why they put that one on at 7:30. Just... everyone knew it was going to be bad and nobody would care. So, let's just chuck it on at 7:30. Nobody will miss it. Be fine. As my goalkeeper goes and gets injured. Lovely. So, the Vigour experiment may well be starting right now. Turner did get a 7-point something. He's probably injured himself because of how many saves he had to make in that Preston game. How many times he had to kick the ball from a goal kick. Then again, it was a goal kick that actually lost us the game, so... the Vigour experiment going to be close to being underway. See how it does against Bolton. And it's not deterring me. We're not going to back away from playing out from the back. Granted, that was a giant mistake that has cost us 2 points. But it's a rare mistake. It's not like we're doing it every single game. So I'm not going to throw it away and scrap it all for one error. Because that is an absolutely incredible name. O'Shawn Pickavants. Do you have any good players? You actually look really good. Another former Peterborough left back. We took one from them. They released another one. Then there's Liam Cullen, released by Swansea. Don't really need a striker, but we'll look at him. Harry Wilson's at Borussia Mönchengladbach. There's some lad at the Puskas Academy. Kadeem Harris is an interesting player, I guess. Wanted by Bristol Rovers, actually. And then, well, we're not going to be able to afford Alfie Mawson, are we? That would be an amazing signing. Yo, Alfie, you want to talk? Oh, hang on. He does want to talk. Hold up. And when I say he does, I mean, he doesn't really. I don't know what's expected. Well, he's not going to accept that, is he? 14.5 grand a week. Hello. Ouch. Aaron Lewis back from New Zealand. Oh, this is Lance Kenyon's agent. I have looked at this guy before. This is how I found Lance Kenyon. Shakir Kaplani. Don't play an attacking midfielder, unfortunately for you. And then the others are at Cardiff, so I might be able to get them. I did look at Harvey Maloney, didn't I? Yes. I did look at him. He's a pretty good player. I don't know. There's just something. I don't know how he's a pressing forward with 5 stamina and 8 work rate. I think that's probably what threw me off him. Was just getting confused. Although he actually has a few more players now. This was the player we looked at. This was the one I was tempted to go for. Because he does look really good. But that's also a lot of money on a bit of a gamble. Didn't see this guy before. Doesn't look very good, to be honest. And then it's just this guy, Aldin Hadzic from Slovenia. But again, doesn't look very good. I mean, we'll scout him. Doesn't look great. FA Cup first round draw. Are you kidding me? It's actually drawn El Glossico in the first round of the FA Cup. I mean, they're a division below us. That's all you can say. That will be an interesting team, actually. I just saw Rotherham, and I'm pretty sure they're not second. Are they really bottom 4? Oh, no, scrap that. They are second. Oh, no. This is just bad. We are not playing anyone lower. We played Lincoln, and I think that's it. Everyone else is so high up. I don't like it. Stop. I'm not appreciating the matches with really good teams. Stop. I'll say that. I'm talking League One here. Of course we're going to be in trouble. What did Milton have to say? He's happy with Will Smith's contribution. Is he? Is he though? He's not being great. I would have liked more. I would have really appreciated more from Will Smith. It feels like he's getting good ratings, but he's also playing when we concede like 5 goals. So I'm just lost on what I'm supposed to do with him. Does Bristol Rovers actually go and beat Rotherham? Now this is something I would be interested in. Peterborough. They should not be there. Although, in the save, they haven't been very good. We look at the likes of Luis Enrique. Why Luis Enrique? That's a really random pick. I'm certainly not going to say no to interest from Peterborough. That would be a team that I think would be a step in the right direction. Granted, they have not been very good in this save. Bristol Rovers have actually been better than them in the save. But I think we'd be able to take Peterborough further than we'd be able to take Cheltenham. Peterborough's a team you can take into the Championship. I don't think Cheltenham is a team you can do that with. I'm sure I'm wrong, and I'm sure 27 million people could say, I've taken such and such from the 6th tier to winning the Champions League. It's like, yeah, you're good at the game, well done. I'm not. I need good team. I actually need a good group of players. And I guess I try and keep it vaguely realistic. I'll also make a lot of English signings, so I'm not going wildly abroad to find youth players. Obviously, that does become a little bit harder in this version of Football Manager. Turner is actually fit enough to play. We're going to bench him, though. And the Vigoro experiment begins. You see, our defence is actually getting really good ratings, despite the fact that it is getting absolutely battered. It's very strange. It's a very odd situation. I think we're going to try... I mean, this was the starting pair, and it didn't go very well. So I don't know whether I try and throw in one of the young midfielders. I mean, Giddings is still recovering from injury. Hackney's been all right when he's played. You look at our player ratings and you think, they're pretty good. I don't know why it goes completely red when I put Hackney there. I don't know why the game dislikes him so much. Apologies to Circum. He's going to drop out. So yeah, apparently let's not play cautious, according to the assistant. So there's 3 changes for this one, including the goalkeeper. This could backfire horrendously against a Bolton team that came up with us. Can we defend a bit better, please? Hamilton retakes his place in the midfield, which is massively important for us. Our pass completion percentage is going to look lovely because we play short passing. We've had a lot of the ball, but it's taken 14 minutes for a shot. And then we sort of rattle off 2 or 3. Although it said he tries his luck and then never came up with a shot. So I assume it got blocked. Here's first highlight. We have the ball, but we all seem very high up the pitch right now. And they seem very behind the ball. Long's made a good run. He's been ignored. Though we've opened up the space on the left. Chapman with a great touch. That was some... I thought that was in. What a save! What a save from the Bolton goalkeeper. Jane's... He should score from there, but... I've got to credit the Bolton goalkeeper there. That's an absolutely brilliant save. It should be 1-0 to us. He has pulled off a worldie there, Fryer. He shot up to a 7-on-1 save. It was that good. That save was so impressive. He shot up to a 7. We're certainly controlling the game, but the problem is we haven't scored. Maybe Lloyd should have just headed that at goal. Again, it says Blair has an effort and then doesn't come up with a shot. Bolton have survived till half-time. We've certainly been the better team. We've dominated the game. But these are the kind of ones that come back to bite you. These are the ones that will get revenge on you when you don't score. We're going to demand more. Hackney's not really feeling that. Bolton have had a shot on target. I was expecting that to go in, to be honest. They've stopped going direct. We're going to bring O'Connell on. The left side didn't like the feedback. I forget Vigouroux's left-footed. That threw me off for a moment. No silly stuff from playing out from the back, please. We had that last game. We might be doing something silly again. We're okay at the moment. Thought Field was just going to hoof that. Janet's in behind. Can he square it? Yes, he can. It's in. It's scrappy, but it's in. That is an absolutely horrendous own goal. The goals are starting to get a little bit comical now. That is an absolutely terrible goal that we will happily accept. Owen Doyle caused us problems last year. Hopefully this is just from the change, although O'Connell's actually nipped in. If he can get it across, he can. Just about cleared away by Bolton. I think this is just a substitution clip rather than an actual highlight, although Hackney has found Field just, who's barely kept it in, finds O'Connell. To Hamilton on the edge, blocked, and Hackney blocked as well. Bolton are defending with their lives. Apparently Janet is offside. I don't know why they're flagging Janet for offside. Okay. Again, Janet offside. We know last season he had problems with his offsides. He didn't quite understand the offside rule. He was second top scorer in the league, but he also was offside a lot. Thomas wins us the ball, fortunately, else that could have been problems. Lloyd and Janet between each other. What a save! The Bolton goalkeeper is playing an absolute blinder of a game. I would make a change up front, but Blair's tired. Is O'Connell onside? Good header. Mafuta away. But my word, how is this only one? And the thing is, the one was absolutely terrible. Because they've changed formation. I will say, I don't like that. Why are you changing formation? And I'm doing this, and every time I've done this, I feel like we concede. And also, Hamilton's already on a yellow, so this is slightly concerning. Fry saves again. Look, oh my word. This is a reversal of the Preston game. This is a complete reversal. And we do get to the end. What a reversal! We've gone from being absolutely dominated by Preston, where you were questioning how it was only 1-0 and how the goal ended up being what it was, to completely dominating Bolton with the same question of how was it only 1-0 and how is that the goal that it was. It's a very, very important win. We needed that. Not a lot of goals. Oxford put 2 past Huddersfield. Lincoln put 2 past Shrewsbury, which is a surprising result. A Lincoln team that are starting to come back through the league. They would be an interesting one. If the Lincoln job happened to come up, that would be pretty interesting. We'll attend this one because we won. Apparently we have a good run over them. Apparently everyone likes Will Smith. Who doesn't like Will Smith? Come on. I have to be careful here, because I've already said that I wouldn't mind the Peterborough job. So I'm going to be a little bit careful in what I say there. just to not get in trouble. But that was a very convincing win. That was a surprisingly convincing win. And it shows our progression from last season. Because we would not have done that to Bolton with the team that we had last season. Granted, a lot of it's actually the same team in our case. But we don't do that to them. Or we didn't do that to them. The Cheltenham board obviously want me to stay. The compensation is low enough that Peterborough would comfortably be willing to settle it. Things could get interesting here. In that Peterborough might come in according to that report. The compensation isn't at a point where Peterborough would be scared away. But I like how I said, you know, we had that 5-5. We've been one of the most entertaining teams to watch. And then we've had, what? 3 of the other games were 0-0s. He wants to put Turner back in goal straight away. But once again, Vigor has gone in goal and there's been no shots at him. Every time he goes in goal, the other team just doesn't seem to have a shot. Do we test that theory against Blackpool? Do I test it? Because I'm expecting them to have a lot more chances than Bolton did. Or if they're not expecting, I'm seeing that as happening. Is this the Blackpool manager? It is. He says it's not his place to comment on whether he thinks we're going to go down or not. Right, who's playing this game? Backman's going left mid. Kempster actually does play. Dean Thompson goes right mid. I guess that's fine. Roy Morgan goes left back. Solly and Oakley, Bland, Birchall in goal. I still want O'Keefe in goal. I just feel like he plays well. More press conferences. Woo. You got one of the poorest defensive records in the division. We know. I didn't mean to say that. I didn't read that one properly. I've just said we are bad. My defence is not going to appreciate that comment. I wouldn't be surprised if a few got upset by that one. No. Apparently not. Chapman is pleased with my comments saying Chapman may well be rested. So, I think we're resting Chapman for this one. That answers that question anyway. We'll be resting Chapman. The games are starting to come much quicker now. Which I was complaining about before, and now I'm complaining that my players are tired, so... yeah, you can't win, I'm sorry. I will still say, though, we are doing alright. 14th is good. Though we have 3... I don't know why I'm saying we have 3 very difficult games coming up, and hello. Now then. Bristol Rovers job interview. Brandon Hanlon is second top scorer in the league. And we did lose to these as well. We are one of their 2 victories. I think we've kind of decided that we're not going with Bristol Rovers. Bristol Rovers isn't the one. They're not the one. Even though they've had pretty good finishes in the league the last 2 years, and Peterborough haven't, Peterborough's financial situation just makes me feel a whole lot better. Bristol Rovers is probably fine. I'm just slightly concerned that it's not necessarily brilliant. Granted, I walk in there and immediately have a striker that is bagging goals. Actually, Lloyd hasn't scored for the past 4 league games. What's he playing at? He's stuck at 9. He had 9 in 9 and now he's stuck. And our under-18s lose. They'll put O'Keefe in and he actually plays really well. Oh, maybe I should have gone to Bristol Rovers. Look at their under-18s. Hang on. They've won every game. Oh, I should have gone. I've made a mistake. I've made a mistake. Look at their under-18s. Spectacular. Interesting that they're playing a 5 at the back, which is certainly out there. It's more creative. O'Connor will probably get injured. We can accept that. That is probably going to happen. Should we try the inverted winger just to throw their wing back off a little bit? I think that could work. Raglan and Smith finally kept a clean sheet, which is a minor miracle. And my strikers have kind of stopped scoring a little bit. So I'm tempted to do this and just let Armstrong kind of run about. I want to give him a league game. I want to let him have a run around. He's played really well in the Cups, plenty of assists. He's already scored. Go out there and pull off the upset. We're in the blue, which I'm pretty sure we wore blue against Warsaw and we beat them. So, I'm not saying it means we're going to win, but we have a good record in the blue kit, as in we played in it once and we happened to win. Against a team I'm pretty sure has violently dropped off. So maybe this is not the way to play. We might be playing wrong. Good header by Hamilton. I don't know why he's in there. He's got all the space in the world. It's a rebound goal, but it's offside. Lots of offside goals today. If we can just kind of keep running through, that'd be nice. Although apparently we've started okay. I don't know how bad our shot on target was to have an XG that low. We are not going to close their wing back apparently. It's not a wing. I'm not sure that was a wing back actually. I'm not sure who that was. Hamilton half wins it, but doesn't really. And half wins it again, but doesn't really. And then Ryan Hardy bullets in the 25-yarder. I mean, they've got a player called Virtue. Patience is a. And it's one shot on target, one goal. Maybe the Vigor experiment is not an experiment I should be doing. Because this isn't working. The Vigor experiment was a mistake. They've had 2 shots on target and they've both gone in. Granted, one was offside. Maybe we play cautious. Even if this goes 2-0, I'm still going to make that change. Field wins and immediately loses the ball. Blackpool are just all over us. My word, they are everywhere. Tangerine shirts everywhere. They're playing this formation really well. Though annoying that it's 1 shot on target, 1 goal. Armstrong and Lloyd struggling together as they have a free kick. Goes short in. If we can win that, that's a ball and a half. Good clearance, Hamilton. And now we might have something. If Lloyd can turn. Maybe not. Look how many players come back. I like this Blackpool team. If the Blackpool manager just wants to, move on for no reason whatsoever, Lloyd with a chance. Maxwell got his angles all wrong there. Recovered to make the save, but he was well out of his goal. It's claimed for them that they've had 10 shots and only 1 of them's actually been on target. 11 now. Only 1 on target. I think maybe we should go back to having a wide winger. Springett's not really worked. Rather unfortunately, he has not worked. Peterborough are winning 2-0 against Bristol Rovers. Word of the corner. Big header. Did that hit the crossbar? I think Ethan Hamilton's hit the bar with that header. So that sucks. And we're going to bring on Chapman, and we're going to bring on, Dodu. Seems a bit random, but why not? Joe Dodu. We seem to be getting some possession. I don't think Hamilton really wants the ball there. They are sending everybody back on defence. Field's got some space. And you might as well use it. Chapman gets it in. And a mistake from Maxwell again. Their goalkeeper's making some very strange choices. And George Lloyd, bit of a goal drought. He breaks it. He snaps his goal drought. Makes it 1-1. And we've looked a lot better. I've already made all my changes. What am I doing? I think we've got to press for this a little bit. We're not going to defend. If they score in the 90th, they score in the 90th. We'll take a point. That's a pretty good point. That's a good point, that. More than happy there. How's the Premier League going? Manchester United are losing to Sheffield United. What is happening? Who is Keane Bryan? Hang on. Who is Keane Bryan? Also, Ethan Ampadu's playing. So is Phil Jagielka. What? Sheffield United have... Apparently Chris had enough of the main team and has just decided, nope, we're going to put anything else out there. And it's working. It's a good job. Peterborough out of the relegation zone. Peterborough fans, consider me leading candidate. I'm not against that move. I'm certainly not. I'm enjoying Cheltenham, don't get me wrong. How would I describe my relationship with their manager? Good, apparently. We trust each other. There you go. We're pally-pally, apparently, with the Blackpool manager. We're not going to play any more matches today. We will get up to the Rotherham game, though. There's only 2 days in between, but I'm just kind of interested. I'm interested to see if anything comes up with Peterborough. But it's good to see that we're getting linked with teams, and it's even going to the point where they're offering us interviews. I don't think Bristol Rovers is the right move. I mostly go with gut feeling on these, so that one I'm not feeling great with that one, so that's why I rejected that one. But Peterborough is certainly an interesting role. I would not be against that. I would like to think I would probably have a pretty decent transfer budget there, and I say pretty decent wages. Obviously, there's the wage cap in League One, which is going to limit a lot. We're already using... Well, we've already got the 48,000 available. We've got a lot of it left over. Doesn't look like anything's going to come up about the Peterborough job before this Rotherham game. What? Oh, yes. Steve Bruce, by the way, Rotherham manager. He was asked about my playstyle. He didn't say anything. Ah, Ben. No. Not Ben. Poor Ben. A lot of people with 6 assists in League One. It likes Liam Cullen, but he wants a lot of money. Kadeem Harris is not going to come here. Alfie Mawson, we tried. Aaron Lewis isn't going to come here. And then this lad, Alden Hadzic. Why is he Slovenian? I'm intrigued. What's his potential? Just could improve a lot. If we retrained him to be a left mid, granted his work rate's reasonable. He's got reasonable height even as well. I think he might be worth a shot. as a left mid. Though we actually have to make a bid, apparently. What if we just offer you literally nothing? Yeah. I thought nothing might work. He could be an interesting one. Left mid's a position we're pretty stacked in, but there's not really anybody with any real potential. So I wouldn't mind bringing him in. And we've already got players from that agent before. He wouldn't come in until January, which is fine. What's the minimum? 150. About 190 for 2 years. Okay, really only wants a 10-month deal. Alright. Not sure why he only wants 10 months. That seems a little bit strange. Apparently some players are progressing well. George Lloyd. I mean, for being 5'8", he does win quite a lot of headers, which is very odd. Ethan Hamilton has honestly been probably our star player this season. He's one yellow card away from a ban, which is terrifying. And Will Smith, he's improving. He's getting better. Our defence is getting better. But it's going to get very, very tested by Rotherham. This is going to be a very heavy test. So that is where we're going to end the stream today. It's been a good one. It's been reasonably solid. An absolutely ridiculous 5-5 draw. But for being Cheltenham in League One in our first season at this level, I'd say it's going pretty well.